Hello Darts Nutz, I'm going to do a review of the Elkadart Merlin darts. Can't remember who it was who requested a review of these, but anyway, here's the review for you. And there's 7 models in the range, and each model has its own weight. These are a 22 gram, and I think they start from 18 up to 24, but they're all a different barrel design. And these are 8% tungsten darts. It says on 8% tungsten there. And as you can see, it comes in this clamshell style packaging. And these retail for a very reasonable £15, so it's very good value. And inside the box you've got this plastic case and these quite nice flights with the picture of the wizard Merlin. So there's your hard plastic Elkadart case, and you got your barrels obviously, and point protector, and a set of nylon medium stems. The darts are fitted with a black coated point. It's very sharp that as well, and as you can see, it's a classic straight barrel dart. It's not especially long, and it's fairly chunky. It's the sort of dart I would definitely recommend for beginners, and it's a classic ring style grip. It's got a square bull nose to the barrel, and I would say that the grip is probably maybe just about high medium. Fairly edgy grip. I'd probably maybe call it a medium grip to be on the safe side, but it's just probably grippier than it looks. Medium. But like you can see, it's just a nice classic ring style grip, and on the rear it just tapers very slightly towards the end of the barrel. But I do think this is the sort of dart that can suit a beginner. But also a lot of advanced players like a kind of a ring style grip anyway. It's a tried and tested design that works well, and you've got some black medium nylon stems, and like I was saying, these rather nice looking flights with the Merlin wizard on it. Very nice quality print on them. Let's see how close I can get it for you. As you can see, it's got quite deep grooves in between the rings.
The darts are fitted with a 27mm black coated point. There's a smooth section at the front of the barrel of 9.7mm wide, and then you've got the ring grip section which is about 24.2mm wide, and then the rear section is smooth and tapers towards the end of the barrel. That's 11.6mm wide. The length is 45.5mm and the width is 7.1mm.
That is 22 grams exactly. 22.07, and that is 22.03, and the weight of the full setup is 24.06 grams.
With nothing attached, the balance is front weighted, and with the supplied setup it's just slightly front of centre.
So that's the detailed look at the Elkadart Merlin 22 gram. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. As usual, I'm holding the dart at the front, probably mostly on that smooth section there, so I'm not really getting much of the ring grip there. I'm not really feeling it because my main part of my thumb is on the smooth section, but that ring grip is fairly grippy. I'd still probably only say it's a medium, but there is a fair amount of grip there. But as a front gripper, the dart is quite nicely weighted. I know it's only a short barrel of 45mm, and it kind of feels a little bit heavier than I was expecting it to feel. The last ones that I reviewed were the Jason Marriott's, and they were 22 gram, but they were longer and they actually felt lighter, whereas these kind of feel the opposite. And I think it's simply because the barrel's shorter, and it also has that bit of a tapered bit on the rear. But for a front gripper, it's nicely weighted, but you don't really have a great deal of grip there. I'm just getting a little bit of spin. I didn't see any fishtailing, just spin really. But I'm going to try that middle grip. I think this may be a good dart for middle grippers, to be honest, but I'll see what it's like from there. Yeah, I noticed straight away the flight and the balance feels a lot better from the middle grip. So it should be perfect dart for a middle gripper. If you like a short barrel, that is. Flight came off. I think it clipped me chin just as I threw it. It must have been a bit loose and I didn't realise. Definitely flying nice from the middle though, and as you know I'm not a natural middle gripper, so should fly even better if you're a natural middle gripper. Quite impressed with that for me, throwing it from the middle. It's very smooth, I wasn't even getting any spin there. And obviously getting a bit of the edginess of the grip, so very nice from the middle. Just for the sake of trying it then, I'll try the rear. Kind of gripping just on that last ring, mostly on the smooth section again. Bit strange. It wasn't flying too badly, but obviously I can't really direct it very well. I'll give it a couple more throws. If you're a rear gripper who likes a slightly front weighted barrel and a short barrel, it could be quite nice for you, but I think middle grippers are going to like it the best. But again, that's not flying too bad for me as a non-rear gripper. Natural rear gripper is obviously going to throw it better, but like I say, all depends if you like a short barrel and a slightly front weighted. I think middle grippers have probably got the sweet spot with this dart. Front grippers, for me, it flies quite nice. I just, I don't know, I'm not too sure. It was nicely weighted at the front and flew quite smooth and all that, but I was just getting quite a bit of spin. I was also getting even more spin on the rear, but I think from the middle it flies the smoothest. And obviously you've got the ring grip there, but I don't know, if you're a front gripper that likes to grip maybe just a little bit further up the barrel, probably well worth a try. So there you go, that's the Elkadart Merlin 22 gram darts. Pretty good dart for front grippers, but I think middle grippers will probably like it the best. Not really sure about rear grippers. It may be okay for rear grippers, but I think front and middle is going to be the best, but definitely middle grippers. It feels really nice to throw from the middle, and even though I'm not a natural middle gripper, I quite enjoyed throwing it there, and it didn't fly too badly for me, so it's going to fly a lot better for you if that's your natural grip point. And really good value darts, so well worth a look. That's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.
Right, just before the review ends, I just want to do a shout out for Sean4393 from the forum. He has a spot on the sports radio channel on Channel K, and he does a football spot, and it's about the Midlands football roundup, and it airs from 7 PM every Thursday, and there's also a comment box for listeners to interact. And this is the site, and all you do is you just go to the site, which is there if you want to see the link. And then at 7 PM every Thursday he'll be on the air, so especially if you're into football in the Birmingham area, it's well worth a listen, so give it a go. Right then, here's the close look at the Elkadart Retro Pinup 23 gram darts. It's got a 25mm point. There's a tapered nose with 3 grooves in it, and that's 7.6mm wide. And